Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel Roseology. So this video we are breaking down the November to December energetic forecast for my Aquariuses. So we'll be looking into your finances, career, love life, relationships, health, lessons that you may encounter for the month, and some advice to get through the month. We're going to be looking at all of those things to get a really good forecast of what you can expect. Now, I am reading the charts based on your tropical astrology placements, but feel free to substitute in place of your own astrological preferences. And like I said, this is for all of my Aquariuses, so that is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, which you can check out your other signs readings, all listed down below in the description box. So this month, like the last couple of months, I've added the piles here, these 3 piles down here, so that way not every Aquarius is getting the same general message for the month. And just like last month, I will not be divining the cards in these piles down here. I repeat, I will not be divining the cards in these 3 piles. I am just reading their descriptions, then stepping out of the way and allowing you to pull your own personal message from your own intuition from the cards in whichever pile it is that you choose. So there will be a meditation to help you select a pile for a more personalized message after this general reading here. The timestamps for that will be linked down below in the description as well. Now, I am currently not taking personal readings and probably won't be until sometime in 2021. And this is because I have been secretly working on a project that will hopefully debut by this upcoming January. And so a lot of energy has gone into that, but thank you guys for your patience. Now let's jump into your general forecast to see what you can expect over the next month. All right, Aquarius. So the very first placement that we're going to be starting off with here is Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn transiting your 12th house in the sign of Capricorn, and they are all direct now. But yeah, you've got a lot of results coming in, Aquarius, and that's the best way that I can describe it. The 12th house is about the hidden realms, things that we cannot detect or see, the things that we are not aware of but are definitely happening or impacting us. They hide away in the 12th house to get processed and to get dealt with. My Aquarians are going through a change in tides where you can expect places you didn't have luck in before to shower you in good fortune, especially with Jupiter going direct in this house. So your 12th house being ruled by Capricorn makes this process slow, grueling, and gradual. And look at what jumped out. We have the 10 of Wands. So like I was saying, your 12th house being ruled by Capricorn makes this process slow, grueling, and gradual. So it won't be instant. And these are changes that extend beyond this month for you, but expect to start receiving news, results, outcomes, and overall general changes to major parts of your life very soon here. But like I said, it's going to be slow. It's going to be gradual. It's going to be a little grueling, but it's not something that you haven't done before. It's not something that you can't get through, because if there's one thing that you are built for, Aquarius, it is for the climb. It is for the 10 of Wands. You guys handle energies like this better than just about anyone else in the zodiac sign. So you guys are definitely built for this, and you guys are the ones that kind of come equipped with the knowledge and the awareness that, you know, these 10 of Wands moments, they don't last forever. These are just moments. And so, you know, that's kind of what's happening right now, but you're at the end of this. You know, the 10 of Wands may be grueling, it may be challenging, but it's also the end of the journey. That's why he's represented as the 10 of Wands, and 10 signifies completion in tarot. The number 10 period signifies completion, right? So, you know, and plus 2, this is also a new beginning that's wrapped up into this. When we deal with the number 10, we're dealing with the number 1, which means the beginning, you know, new beginning, and the number 0, which means the void. So this is just a blank canvas, you know, and you can kind of create and do what you will. And so moving on here to the Sun and Mercury transiting your 10th house in the sign of Scorpio. So your 12th house is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn rules the 10th house naturally. So this is why I say this month you'll start to see crucial changes in many areas of your life, because the Sun brings truth, illumination, and awareness. So you are in the 11th hour in terms of things concerning your career and especially your public image, making changes about what comes next for you in terms of career, business, and goals. So many of you are realizing that a specific job or a type of job just isn't cutting it for you anymore. Like, yes, it's gotten you this far, you know, it's been able to provide for this long, but look at everything that it takes, though, as well, for you to survive. Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling exhausted? Is your body feeling like it's in pain? Are you mentally kind of distant? Are you mentally sort of kind of all over the place or very kind of jumbled up mentally. It's like, yeah, maybe you've gotten this far, but you've really had to sacrifice physically, definitely physically. Many of you I'm picking up, especially with this Ten of Wands right here, that you're physically feeling the kind of I guess you could say like impact that the type of work that you do and how much that you work is having on your body. So like, yeah, these jobs may have gotten you this far, but it took this year and this month especially to show you like this isn't enough. This is the month for you realizing like it's not enough anymore. And so this could be in terms of how much you make or the type of jobs that you've been working. It's this feeling for some of you kind of like a rat race. Like it's difficult for you to catch up or to get ahead. But Aquarius, the beautiful news for you is all of that is changing. It's been changing for you. And also let me just say here too, look at that. We have justice that just flipped out. I'm telling you, it's all changing for you. The scales are balancing. You're not going to have to work like this anymore. The number that I just saw for you as well is 555. I just saw it on my camera clock here. And the number 5 is the number of major change. Incredible confirmation right there. So yeah, you will not have to work as hard moving forward, but it's all about you putting yourself in a position to get out of the industries and jobs and roles that you've been in. So there is an element of risk here, but the risk is worth the reward, Aquarius. You just have to be willing to take those risks. And for you being one of the wisest signs in the zodiac, you don't make impulsive decisions. You are the next to final sign in the zodiac, meaning that you're very mature, you're very wise, and you're kind of past that youthful stage of just sort of like impulsivity, like let me just jump and try this and see how it works out. Aquariuses are not like that. Aquariuses are very, very mentally strong is another thing here too as well. You guys are extremely mentally strong. It's not easy to break an Aquarius down mentally. The only people that can really break you guys down mentally is yourself. But when it comes to the world around you, you guys are kind of like, okay, so what? That's your opinion. Like, okay, so what? You feel this way. Doesn't mean that I have to feel that way. You guys are very headstrong in that sense, which is a huge blessing. And it's a way that you are protected. It's also a way that your spiritual team protects you, is by strengthening your mind even more. But for sure, the risk is worth the reward, Aquarius. You just have to be willing to take that risk. But like I said, you guys don't make impulsive decisions. You weigh your options. And because you are the sign of independence, you hate the idea of changing things up so much that you end up needing more help or support from someone else. But Aquarius, this is the chance for you. The universe is trying to say, we've got you in this. It feels like a risk to you, but to the universe, it's fated. To the universe, it's fated. It's the next step. It's like, this isn't, the universe is looking at you like, why are you taking so long? This isn't a risk. You don't have to be worried about this. Everything's going to work out. But the universe sometimes forgets that we're human and that we can't see everything ahead of us. At least that's how it feels to me sometimes. Is like, I'll feel kind of like my spiritual team, like tugging and pulling and pushing. And I'll be like, I don't really feel that confident. And I can always feel like my spiritual team being like, stop being such a baby, just do it. And I'm like, listen, you got to understand, I can't see infinity and beyond the way that y'all can. So, and I literally will talk to my spiritual team like that. But yeah, sometimes it feels like our spiritual team kind of forgets, like, I'm human, I have bills to pay and things to take care of, but that's kind of the juxtaposition that we end up in, being multidimensional beings, being somebody that is of the flesh and of the spirit. We're kind of trying to navigate both worlds and both realities at the same damn time. And that can be a lot. Ten of Wands is right here, but it's all about balance for you with the Justice card here, okay? So I see a lot of you thinking this month about what is next, or putting a plan of action into motion on how to get to the next step. And there isn't a lot of movement I'm picking up for you. This month, it seems more like planning, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. Moving on here to Mars in your third house in the sign of Aries. So yeah, you have Mars going direct on on the 13th of November in the sign of Aries in your third house. And this is the house of the mind, communication, intellect, curiosity. This is the mind, or this is the house that governs how we learn. So you are definitely starting to think outside the box in terms of your life and what you are able to do. You are learning that you have a lot of skills and assets that you can use to make money off of, that you can use to make your life easier. You know, this is all about working smarter, not harder for you guys. Some of you weren't curious about what was outside of that box before this year, but 2020 has changed a lot of what you think is possible for you. Many of you have felt forced into the situation that you are in now, but you have so much support behind you and around you. I'm talking spiritual support for sure. It's also time for some of my Aquarians to take center stage in terms of creativity. If you are an artist, a speaker, a content creator, a writer, some sort of performer that attracts an audience, then this is the year for you. And next year to put yourself more into that spotlight. So these gradual changes that you're making in your life right now are for this next chapter that you're starting to embark on, and you don't see it yet, but it is coming, Aquarius. You just don't see it yet. Now this new moon, yeah, we've got 5 of Cups right here in reverse that just flipped over. Yeah, so this is for sure kind of being, I'm picking up worry since this is in the reverse position. I'm picking up worrying about you losing more than you are able to lose. There's a lot of you that are worried about, if I take this risk, like I was talking about earlier, you're worried about, you guys love to be independent. You don't like depending on other people. You don't like relying on other people. So you like to do everything on your own. And what I'm picking up with this 5 of Cups in reverse, being in the reverse position, is that there's worry. There's worry about, if I do this, I might miss out on that, or I might lose this. I might lose all of this if I move in this direction. But you guys are worried about losing something that you're not necessarily in need of anymore. You're not in need of these types of jobs. You're not in need of struggling, or you're not in need of hustling anymore. You don't need to hustle anymore. You don't need to work yourself to the bone anymore. And you're worried about losing these things that you need, but you don't need these things anymore. So even if you are like kind of assuming that I'm going to lose out on this, this, and this, you're right. You're right. You are going to lose out on some things, but these are the things that you no longer need. The universe never takes from us what it is that we actually need. The universe is all about giving us what it is that we need, you know? So, now this new moon is happening for you in your 10th house. And this is telling me that your manifestations or your spell work should focus around work, around your career, around your profession, around your finances. So if you are working a profession that you love, then doing some protection rituals around your job and finances and position will be very powerful. Yeah, I was just talking about protection, and look at what flipped out. 5 of Swords. Okay, so for some of you that love your profession, it could be somebody's ego or pride that's in the way at work, a boss, something like that. Definitely do some protection rituals. King of Swords right here. We also had the Justice card that flipped out for you earlier. So yeah, do some protection rituals around your job, around your finances, because it's going to be very powerful for you on this new moon. And this new moon is happening November 14th to the 15th, depending on where it is that you live in the world. But those of you looking for work right now is the time to manifest a job that is right, that is perfect for you, that pays enough and doesn't require you breaking your back or hustling to make ends meet. That type of hustling is in the past for you. That type of hustling is in the past for my Aquarians. If you are willing to take the risk in changing that, and I know what a risk like that requires, I know what a risk like that looks like. I did it myself a few years back, and I actually lived in that risk for over a year, and it was not easy because I had to really suffer financially, you know, and but it did lead me here to making the most money I've ever made and loving what it is that I do. So I'm not just saying that to sound spiritually trendy. You know, I know a lot of people are like, just love and light your way through it. No, that's not fucking realistic for a lot of people. You can't just love and light your way through things. It's not realistic for some people. Some people have bills and kids to take care of. I don't have kids. I'm not married. I'm single. It was just me to worry about. So if I was just eating ramen noodles every night, you know, it didn't really matter. You know, no one else was really suffering from my decisions or was directly impacted by my decisions. So I understand that giving this type of advice and saying, just take the risk isn't that easy. I get it. I get it, Aquarius. You know, I'm saying this though because of your chart, and your energy here is shifting to more of you being the director of your life and the director of your career and your finances. I know the cost though, but this new moon, like I said, happening the 14th or the 15th, the week of the new moon, work on your career and your finances. Ask the universe for a profession that you wake up and get excited to go to every morning, and one that brings in financial abundance. And ask the universe, try to manifest something. Look at that. Try to manifest options. Let the cards do the speaking. Manifest options, Aquarius. Manifest options where it's like, you know what? Universe, I need some help in me shifting out of this hustling mentality. I need help shifting out of this lack or this scarcity mentality. I need options. I need ways that I can support myself, support my loved ones, support my family. Help me attract those options and opportunities into my life. That the way I can take the risk and the plunge that you are asking me to take, but make this comfortable for me. So ask the universe for comfort. Ask it for options. That the way you feel comfortable and secure and confident enough to take those risks. You're not going to feel like it's that much of a risk when you have all these options supporting you. So that's definitely what you need to ask for sure, Aquarius, okay? And take advantage of this blessing, because with Venus being in your 9th house, moving into your 10th, this is the perfect time to work on attracting big changes and major blessings. Venus will be blessing you with a lot of confidence and faith in yourself. Take advantage of that blessing, because this is the energy that you need to tap into for this type of manifestation that you're about to be on. This is power that you're tapping into, and you've been preserving and building this power for a long time. This new moon will feel like the time to put in a tall order to the universe with this new moon in Scorpio. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here. Let's start off with your chakra card. So we have here, look at that. We have crown chakra confusion. Yeah, you guys know, you guys intuitively feel like the universe is kind of pulling me or pushing me to take this risk, but it doesn't feel safe for me. I just feel like I know that I'm going to miss out on something. And this is that confusion that I was talking about earlier. I haven't seen any of your cards yet. So this is crazy that these cards are already kind of matching up. But yeah, this is the confusion that I was talking about, where it's like, sometimes we feel like the universe is saying, go do this, go do that. But we're like, hey, I'm human. I've got things to do. I've got responsibilities to take care of. And it's all about kind of navigating that human spirit experience, where it's like learning how to have enough faith, but to be realistic enough that you're not putting yourself in situations where it's like, your livelihood is suffering, where you can't take care of yourself. You know what I mean? So you're very realistic being an Aquarius. So this is all about kind of getting out of that confusion where it's like taking this risk just does not seem probable, doesn't seem practical, doesn't seem logical, doesn't seem like a good idea. So really pray for it and try to manifest that peace of mind where spirit comes through clearly and strongly to tell you like, hey, okay, I'm going to bring these opportunities into your life. That the way you don't feel confused about taking this next step and taking this risk. Then we have here crown chakra creation. Exactly. You guys are on the verge of moving. What I feel with this creation card is like you're creating your future as you take these steps forward. And so what you guys are really creating right now are these opportunities that are coming in, and this is what you're capable of. So really ask for these opportunities. Look at this solar plexus chakra, joy. And the solar plexus governs our confidence and our sense of self, our sense of power, our identity. So this is all about, for sure, feeling confident in yourself, feeling confident in the universe. So really manifest that and ask for that. Your astrological cards that we have here, look, Pisces, I believe. Manifest faith. Manifest faith, Aquarius. Some of you guys are really, really struggling with your faith because you know you can feel this next step that you're supposed to take, or that the universe is trying to guide you to take, but it's difficult for you to believe in it because you're kind of scared of like, it doesn't seem practical. So manifest faith, pray for that faith this month. Then we have here Mercury retrograde, reinvention. You guys are reinventing your life. That's exactly what's happening. You're reinventing, creating your life. All these options that are coming in. King of Swords. This is you being in control. This is you being in control. Especially once you are done with this kind of chapter right here, where it's like, I'm kind of flushing this mentality out of my system. I'm flushing out this need to hustle out of my system. That's the way I can balance the scales and get back to a place where I have enough faith in myself and in spirit and in the universe to actually move forward and creating things where it's like, I'm in control. I'm the boss. I get to decide the hours that I work. I get to decide the things that I do. I get to decide this. I get to decide that. There's a lot more freedom that's trying to come in for you. So allow that in. Next two cards that we have here is Mars, willpower, desire, fortitude, and rage. Yeah. So Mars is definitely in alignment with this solar plexus chakra card right here, joy. This is you moving forward with confidence, with assurance, and with like knowing like I'm definitely going to succeed at what it is that I'm moving towards. But this is all about you guys bringing in and inviting in this masculine energy. Masculine energy is what gives us the confidence. It comes in and it pronunciates our goals and our wishes and our dreams. It gives us that confidence that we need to move forward in a sense where we're not afraid or we're not confused about how to move forward, and we're not confused about how to trust in the universe. Then we have here square. Yeah, so there is like some challenging energy here. It says resistance, struggle, obstacles, experience, effort, learning, conflict, obsession, problems. Yeah, this is what you're going through. But we already knew that with the Ten of Wands right here. And that's what you guys are really working on. You're working through this kind of 11th hour that I called it for you. You're working through that to really process and kind of digest this idea that I have to hustle in order to make ends meet. This is not about you making ends meeting anymore. This is about you thriving now, Aquarius. It's your time now to thrive. Overall energy that for the month that we have here is center yourself. Yeah. So that could be the solar plexus coming up for you with this card being yellow here. And we do have the solar plexus chakra card. So maybe centering yourself by working with your solar plexus. And another thing that really helps with the solar plexus is posture. So if you have bad posture, if you hunch over a lot, that really impacts our solar plexus, because the solar plexus sits just beneath our breastbone and right above our navel. So if you have like bad posture, really work on that, because that'll also help you to center yourself and to ground yourself, especially as you're meditating, as you're walking, things like that. We have here the next card. Look, clarity. Like I was talking about earlier with this confusion card over here. You guys are just like, I need clarity. I need to know that this is the next move to make, that this is the next step to take. You guys want to know that this is the right step, especially for those of you that have dependents. You have kids, you have other people depending on you that need you to make the right decision. So it's definitely what you need to manifest is options and clarity. That the way you're not feeling confused. Some advice to get through the month. We have, look, the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. This is what I was talking about. I was talking about that Capricorn energy. Then we have the Ten of Wands right here. Confirmation, you guys. It's coming. It's coming. You are coming out of that struggle phase. You are coming out of that making ends meet. You're about to come out of that into thriving. And then we have nothing is yet set in stone. Don't be worried about it. The struggle that you guys have been facing, this is not permanent for you. Like I was talking about earlier, you guys are the sign that knows inherently and understands inherently that nothing lasts forever. Hard times don't last forever. Good times don't last forever. And that is something that is why Aquarius is, you guys are so good at being able to be present, at being able to be grounded, because you understand that this is the present moment. I'm going through a struggle right now, but this won't always be my right now. This will not always be my reality. Nothing is yet set in stone. Let's see. These three cards right here will be showing me how you sort of heal and deal and get through the month. So we have here changes. Like I told you guys, I saw the number 555, which is a number that indicates major changes coming. So very many of you, this is just confirmation that in the month of November, heading into December, you guys are going to be experiencing a lot of changes like I was talking about. I love when the cards just match up like this. And then we have here retreat. Retreat. So some of you may feel like retreating. Some of you will actually need to retreat when it comes to certain things. Some of you will need to kind of sit back and get yourself together and center yourself. That's why you're going to need to retreat. You're going to need to retreat. You're going to need to rest. You're going to need to preserve your energy. Like I said, you guys have been preserving your energy and building it up for a long time. You're going to need to retreat at some point in time in the month of November heading into December. That the way you can center yourself and keep yourself from being too confused, keep yourself from being too frazzled, because you know you're going to have a lot of options coming in. And if you're still in this sort of confused mentality, these options are going to come in, they're going to overwhelm you, and they're going to make you feel even more anxious when these options are here to liberate you. They're not here to make you feel more anxious. They're not here to make you feel more trapped. They're not here to make you feel more worried about, oh my God, I need to make the right decision. This is why you really need to pray and manifest for more clarity and to get out of this place of confusion, and to pray for more trust, to invite in more masculine energy. That the way you have more trust and where it is that you're going. Because like I said, you have a lot of changes and a lot of opportunities and a lot of options coming in. So if you're still confused, these options are just going to freak you the hell out to the point where you're just like, this is too much, I can't take it, and it's going to feel overwhelming, and it won't feel like you're getting liberated. It's going to feel like you're getting beat up on, when in fact these opportunities coming in, these changes coming in, they're opportunities for you. These are blessings for you. This is a way out for you. Okay. Look, we have ancient wisdom here. You guys have ancestors coming in to help you. You have ancestors coming in to help you all day over this next month, because they realize that anytime we go through major changes and upheavals in our life, the ancestors come through strong. And I can attest to that personally, how my ancestors came through for me so strongly. They're always there, but they really come through when we feel lost, when we feel confused, when we are in deep need of guidance, and when we are in deep contemplation. They really come through for us. So you guys as ancestors are really coming through in this month of November, moving into December. So call on them, talk to them, just be like, hey, I need help with this. If there is a loved one that has passed on that you used to always go to for guidance, talk to them as though they're still here, because guess what they are? They're not physically here, they're not flesh, but they are still here in spirit. And that is something that you can definitely call on them and say like, hey, I need some support right now. I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I'm feeling so tired, and they're going to come right in, and they're going to provide so much strength and clarity for you. It's not even funny. Your health cards for the month that we have here: leave a stressful situation behind. Again, the end of a tough cycle approaches. 10 of Wands and leave a stressful situation behind. You guys, do you believe me yet that this is over for you? This struggle shit is done for you. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. You guys, the stress is getting left behind. Diet is important here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices, and for reducing or eliminating my cravings for unhealthful substances. So diet is also going to help you to really center yourself as well this month, is what I'm picking up here. So really watch your diet, because it'll either help alleviate your stress, or it could add to your stress, depending on what it is that you're putting in your body, okay? Your romance cards for the month is flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So flirt, get playful, do some things where it's like, you go out on a date, and maybe you go out and have a picnic. Maybe you go out and see a movie. Maybe you kind of set up like a movie night, date night in your house or something like that. But be flirtatious. Don't be afraid to kind of put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to kind of use your charm and your wit. You guys are very good with wit and charm. Being an Aquarius, you guys know how to work people. Definitely make sure that you're pulling out those skill sets, because they're very attractive in you, especially if you're meeting somebody new. This will really kind of help you to reel someone in if you kind of have your eye on someone as well. Then we have, look, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is that confusion card and the clarity over here. You guys, so some of you are deciding as well what you even want in your own love life. And like I said, you have a lot of options coming. So this is why you have to decide very soon what you want so that it comes to you now, because you have a lot of options coming in. And if you are confused, again, same message coming through. If you are confused when those options come in, they're just simply going to overwhelm you. They're going to make you feel more trapped, if anything. And that is not their goal. Their goal is to liberate you, is to free you. So that's when it comes to your financial life, your professional life, even in your romantic life, apparently, with this card right here. And then we have calling in your soulmate. You guys have soulmates coming in. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You guys have soulmates coming in. You do. You have a soulmate coming in, or you are already with your soulmate. And your soulmate as well, what I'm picking up with this calling in your soulmate card. Another thing that I'm picking up with this calling in your soulmate card is that your soulmate is also here in a sense to give you strength and support. spiritually. They might not even know that they're doing it, but they're going to offer you a lot of spiritual strength and support, and they're going to offer you a shoulder to lean on. So lean on your partner. For those of you that are in relationships where you have a partner that is strong, that is mentally strong like you, don't be afraid to tell them what's going on. Don't be afraid to tell them that, hey, I'm stressed out, I'm tired. Don't be afraid to lean on them. And if you've met somebody new, don't be afraid to lean on them. Actually, this is a really good test to see their character, is to say like, hey, I know maybe we just met, or maybe we just started dating, maybe we just went exclusive, but this is what's going on in my life right now. And they're going to be able to offer you some good advice because you have the clarity card here. So you guys have people in your life. Your spiritual team has even put people around you in your life that are trying to help liberate you mentally, emotionally, physically, and definitely spiritually. Your spell cards for the month that we have, look, peace. Peace is clarity. Peace is not confusion. And it says here, Bridget Goddess, in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. So even you guys could do some spells or some rituals for peace, more peace in your life, more of a peace of mind. And then we have abundance. Look, you guys, I told you, you're done with that struggle life. Start welcoming in abundance into your life because it's coming in. It says, Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. This is beautiful, Aquarius. Oh my God, you guys have so much good coming to you. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Clarity, 10 of Wands, justice, 7 of Cups. We have joy right here. What else? Changes, Mercury retrograde, reinvention. I mean, creation. You guys have a lot. You have so much abundance coming in that this is just a time to get excited. It's time to get excited, Aquarius. Like, for sure, it's time to get excited because the tides are changing for you. And it's just been confirmed in all of these different cards right here. And this is such a beautiful reading. I'm excited for you guys. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear these cards off. I'm going to bring back those 3 piles so that the way we can get to your meditation for your more personalized message. So give me a moment, okay? All right, and here on pile 1, we have ice cube calcite. On pile 2, we have hematite and quartz. And on pile 3, we have smoky quartz. All right, and pile number 1, Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So like I said, I will not be divining these cards and basically just reading their descriptions and stepping out of the way, allowing your own intuition to pull some personalized messages. That way you can compare it to or combine it with the general message that you are coming from. Obviously, if I pick up any sort of messages as I'm reviewing your cards, I will mention it. But other than that, I'm just reading the descriptions. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So Aquarius, pile 1, your tarot card for the month is the 3 of Wands. And so if you are somebody that has your own tarot cards, or you get personal readings done, watch a lot of pick-a cards, something like that, then the 3 of Wands is going to be a card that you may notice a lot. It may be appearing a lot over the next month. And this is just kind of the way that your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self will be communicating with you and connecting with you this month, sending you signs and synchronicities and things like that, okay? Your crystal for the month is aqua aura quartz. I love that crystal. Spirit animal for the month is a snake spirit, time to heal. So some of you may dream of snakes this month. And if you do, depending on how you feel in the dream, that is going to be a message that you're healing. Okay, that you're really healing, working through things, and that it's also a symbol of protection for you as well. Healing is protection, right? That's the way that our body protects itself. That's the way that the spirit protects itself. So yeah, this is also going to be a symbol of protection for you. Overall energy for you is relaxation. Final card that we have here is the curse. Yeah, that's why that message just came through right now, for protection then. So before I read the definition for this card out of the book, I'm just going to shuffle a couple of additional cards so you can ask the question as I'm shuffling. You may receive an answer. Very first card that we have, separation needed. And then we have vibrational alignment. Underneath the deck, we have 222. We'll be texting you. All right, and what it says in the book for the card, the curse, the essence of this card refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is a source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. The invitation for this card: it is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. Okay, so Aquarius pile 1, this is all that I'm seeing for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos. They are all linked down below in the description. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. And please stay safe, blessed, healthy, and keep conquering. Aquarius pile 2, welcome to your reading. So, like I said, I'm not divining the cards down here. I'm just basically reading the descriptions, stepping out of the way, allowing your intuition to come on in and derive some personal messages for yourself. Okay, so obviously if I do receive any sort of messages, I will mention it throughout your reading. But yeah, other than that, I'm just reading the description. So let's go ahead and get started. So Aquarius pile 2, your tarot card for the month is the Page of Pentacles. So if you're someone that has your own set of tarot cards, you get personal readings done, or you watch a lot of pick-a cards, you may notice the Page of Pentacles a lot over the next month. And this is just the way that your angels, ancestors, guides, and higher self will be communicating with you. So that the way, you know, if they're trying to send you a sign or a message or a synchronicity, something like that, that they want you to pay attention to, you may notice the Page of Pentacles quite a bit over the next month. Your crystal for the month is malachite. Very, very powerful stone. Very powerful stone. Your spirit animal for the month is owl spirit. You see clearly now. Kind of like what we were talking about in your general reading. Overall energy for my Aquarius pile 2s. Look, power. Like I was just talking about, malachite's an extremely powerful stone. And then we have final card here, the rainbow. Oh, beautiful. I love that. So I'll be reading the definition for the rainbow card out of the book. But first, I'm just going to be shuffling some oracle cards here just to see if there's any additional messages. So you can ask a question as I'm shuffling. You may receive an answer. Okay, so you guys have short-term results, discovery period, then we have fear-based, and nearby. Underneath the deck, you have sexual compatibility. All right, in the essence of the rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifests as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as a full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The invitation to this card says the rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near, like your general message. It says, persevere and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Exactly like your general message. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. Beautiful message. Okay, so my Aquarius is pile 2. This is all that I'm seeing for you. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. And hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, in Aquarius pile 3, welcome to your reading. So like I said, I am not divining these cards. I'm basically just reading the descriptions and stepping out of the way and allowing your intuition to come in and pull some personal messages from the cards here. That the way you can combine it to the general message that you are coming from. So like I said, just reading the description. So let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius pile 3, your tarot card for the month is the Strength card. So if you are somebody that if you are someone that has your own set of tarot cards, or you get personal readings done, or you watch a lot of pick-a cards, you may notice the Strength card a lot over the next month. And that is basically just the way that your angels, ancestors, guides, and higher self will be communicating with you and connecting with you over the next month, sending you messages and signs, things like that. Your crystal for the month is Lemurian quartz. Some of you may have some sort of ties to Lemuria as well, something like that. Yeah, we also have some keys with locks in them. Your spirit animal for the month is starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. This is going to be a very spiritual, woo-woo sort of month for my Aquarius' pile 3. Overall energy that we have here, new beginnings, like what we talked about in your general reading. Final card here is the Holy Mountain. Yeah, it's going to be a very spiritual month for my Aquarius pile 3s, like I was picking up. So before I read the definition for this card out of the book, I'm just going to shuffle some additional oracle cards so you can ask a question as I'm shuffling. You may receive an answer. Okay, that was fast. So we have here, very first card, Look Within. All right. And then we have here, on the same page, underneath the deck, we have trauma involved. Okay. About the Holy Mountain in the book here, it says native peoples around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power where one encounters spirit or where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. In Tibet, pilgrims circumambulate Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climb the ice-capped mountain Osengate to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. The invitation for this card says the Holy Mountain invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. First, you must accept the present situation as an opportunity to discover higher understanding. Find a sacred altar where others who have come before you have prayed and found wisdom, and make your offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage, love, and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. Yeah, just like it says down here, open to infinite possibility. And then we have the Strength card for you. So Aquarius pile 3, this is all that I'm saying for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos. They are all linked down below in the description box. Let me thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy and blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys.